Welcome to SEC's Vision Moments, which is an inspirational video cast by our staff and leadership team that'll help you stay connected throughout the week. I can't wait for you to hear today's episode.
Hi, my name is Skylar Cason, and I'm a youth leader and an intern for the church. Vision Moments are inspirational video casts to provide vision, insights, and growth opportunities for you to stay resourced and connected to SEC staff and leadership, and engaged in our vision to love God and to love people. Alright, wherever you're listening to this right now, I want to know, are you seated comfortably? Because I'm about to tell you to get pretty uncomfortable. I'm saying this to you because as a kid, I loved my comfort, and I still do, but ironically, I was forced out of it every time I got comfortable in one place. I was a child who loved her comfort spiritually and physically, but God had other plans for me. I've moved from state to state. I've had to make new friends over and over again. I've made myself play sports and get involved in different youth groups, even though I was really scared to. I've helped my friends accept Jesus into their hearts. I went on mission trips and summer camps. Now that got me out of a lot of comfort zones. And I currently live on my own at 17. The rest of my family lives in South Carolina. And let me tell you, it's pretty scary and lonely at times. I seriously didn't even know if I could feed myself properly. And don't get me started on doing dishes. Living with uncertainty totally bothers me. It's not comfortable to be states away from my 3 little brothers. But God didn't give us a spirit of fear or doubt, and my journey still isn't over. Even more drastic changes are coming my way as I enter adulthood. This summer, I have to find another place to live, and then I'm off to start schooling all the way across the country. But none of these were really my decision. You see, I didn't feel like going to summer camps. I was scared of failure, so I avoided sports. I was terrified to live on my own. But these feelings were all out of fear and relying on my comfort zone. And as it says in 2 Timothy 1, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but the power of love and self-discipline." Now, I know you've probably heard this before, and it kind of went over your heads. It did for me. But it's pretty obvious God doesn't call us to be timid or comfortable in our spirituality. God is writing it out that doubt and fear in our minds are obviously not from Him. He gave us that power to show people the grace of God and to be an influence. So why was I so fearful as a kid to ask somebody to church or even bring up my faith? I knew I was fearfully and wonderfully made, but other people probably didn't. It was pretty selfish of me to keep that to myself because I was scared and I didn't want to get out of my comfort zone. Now, it wasn't just a day where I decided my comfort zone was toxic and I miraculously changed my life after. It was years in the making for me to realize that I was living for myself. Ever since I was little, I've admired my little brother's lack of fear. I was always the type to overanalyze and talk myself out of every situation. I grew up regretting every single missed opportunity. I noticed after a while I was feeling sick of feeling like I haven't taken a single chance in life. And my brother was living out what I wish I did. That feeling of regret haunted me enough to step out. And man, let me tell you, that adrenaline rush and pure joy you get from listening to those little nudges God gives you is incomparable. I was totally hooked. I felt like I accomplished something so wonderful. And in God's eyes, I did. Even if it was just bringing up my faith to a friend, I stepped out and I didn't regret it. All of a sudden, God started sending pretty broken people my way. But as this happened, I about went back into my comfort shell. I thought, someone else can handle her. But no, God chose me and I had to honor that. And sure enough, I ended up seeing another woman bring Jesus into their hearts. Now, I'm sure you're feeling a little regret now. Like me, COVID has made us realize all the things we took for granted, like inviting others to church or being able to go on mission trips or attending your local church group. I encourage you to regret it no longer. Don't be timid in your faith. We can't use COVID or everyday life as an excuse to stay comfortable spiritually anymore. When you get those nudges or callings in your life to step out, take them. They're easy to ignore and even easier to regret. The bottom line is, growth happens outside of your comfort zone. I wouldn't be where I am today without listening to God's nudges. He pushes us to love people outside of our comfort. like inviting someone you wouldn't normally out to coffee or church. Loving God shows us new and wonderful ways to love people. All right, let me pray. Lord, I pray that you help us get out of our comfort zones. I pray that you put your hands over us, Lord, and I pray that we can step out and have faith in you, Lord. Amen.